we're going to pick these dandelions, and we're planning on making dandelion jelly. This is just in our side yard, and we're going to gather up maybe 4 cups, maybe 6, see what we end up with. I'll update you in a little bit on what we're doing. So this is the side yard where we picked all of our dandelion blossoms. It was quite full, and now there are just a few left in there. They're all in the bucket. This side yard I'm going to let grow. I'll let that grass grow up, and I'll be cutting it down with a weed whacker and feeding it to the rabbits. So, always trying to get something out of this ground. Alright, so in about 5 minutes, 5 of us picked maybe 6 cups of flower, the blossoms, just the heads. And I'll trim these up, and we'll make our dandelion tea, which will be used in the making of jelly. So we'll come back in a little bit and show you what it looks like. Alright, so what we're doing now is the tedious part of making this dandelion jelly. I've never made this before, so I'm just following a recipe. We've got our bowl of the dandelion blossoms, and I need about 2 cups of these, just the petals, the golden petals, to make about 5 half pints of jelly according to the recipe I'm following. So what I have to do is pinch the flower together, and then I just cut off this green, and I just drop the petals in this glass measuring jar here. So this is the tedious part of it. The picking was pretty easy. The rest of it's going to be just like doing a regular jelly. I'll let you know what's going on there when I get to that point. So the hardest part was cutting the petals here off the stem. Probably about 20 minutes yielded just over 2 cups, and that's what our recipe calls for. Okay, I've got 2 cups of water here in this pan. It's just beginning to boil. I'm going to add my 2 cups of dandelion blossoms, and we'll go from there. Get all that added in there, and then I'll take some time to get that all stirred up. Then I'm going to actually let it come back down to room temperature. Check back with you in a little bit. You guys ever experiment with the measurements? I did. Set 2 cups of water for this recipe. This didn't look like very much, so I just added a little bit, but I'm going to let it boil down. I've never been one for following the rules too closely. We'll let it cook down just a little bit. Then I'll let it get to room temperature. So it kind of smells like, I was going to tell you what it smells like. It kind of smells like green beans cooking. Kind of smells pretty good. So this is what we have left. After we boiled it down, we've got about 2 cups of the dandelion tea. I forgot to video this, but I strained it, and then I poured everything and kind of just sifted it through this cheesecloth. Then we'll use this with some liquid pectin, sugar, an orange and a lemon, and we'll continue to make our jelly. Probably do that in the morning. So it is the next day. I started this dandelion jelly yesterday, Saturday. This is the tea that I made. Right now I am boiling my jars just to make sure those are sterilized. I don't have a proper canner. Actually I do, but we've got this glass top stove and I can't use that, so I believe I'm going to be able to use this pot to can the jelly. The recipe was supposed to yield about 5 half pints. I got 3 pint jars in there, waiting on that to boil. Sorry about all the traffic noise in the background. I live on a state highway and every motorcycle in the county is out today. It's so nice. This is really a dark green. Kind of interesting. But we'll get ready to add our sugar and lemon, and I'm going to put some orange in it and some pectin. First time I've ever made jelly. We'll get it all together and show you the next step. Alright, I've got my dandelion tea, 2 cups in here. I'm fairly nervous. I've never done this before. So I'm going to let this warm up. Just feeling for heat. And I'll start adding some sugar, some lemon juice, and we'll go from there. Lids and rings, all boiling, getting sterilized. Back in a second. Tell you what, I am not cut out to be no TV chef. I feel all kinds of pressure. I don't know how they do this without any kind of stress and strain. One of the most stressful things I've ever done. But I guess I'm doing it, so learning something new, that's what it's all about. Hope it turns out. We're just going to keep adding this sugar and lemon juice. As soon as I get it up to about a boil, then we'll add some pectin, I guess, and remove it from the heat. Okay, this is what I've got in the jars. Just over 4 cups, I guess. And I'll stick them in the pot here shortly and get them sealed up like you would in a canning pot. So see how it see what happens here. Got kind of crazy, but I licked the pan. Tastes pretty good. I don't know if you can see or not. I barely got these in. I've got 2 jars under the top of the water. 1 jar almost all the way under top of the water. I'm not sure that one's going to seal up well. I guess we'll find out. I'll let it boil for about 10 minutes here. And then we'll let them cool overnight and hopefully those lids will seal. Alright, I've got my breakfast here, some eggs and bacon. Got my toast with the dandelion jelly on it. My eggs have on it the Everglades heat. You've got to have that, Everglades heat. You can check out Everglades seasoning, just Google them. Really good flavors on their seasoning. Here's my dandelion jelly. You can see it's just about the color of honey and about the same consistency the way that it came out here. Pretty happy with it. It tastes very sweet, obviously. It's got a strong citrus flavor as well from the lemon, and it's a very, very good breakfast jelly. It would go good on homemade bread and butter. Good all-around snack as well. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my breakfast, but just want to say, work hard at what you do. Do it your way. God bless. Have a great rest of the week from Hoosier Hares and Homestead. Take care.